Hello, students, and welcome back to Teaching and Learning in Diverse Classrooms. This is your Assistant Adjunct Professor, Dr. Aaron Brewer, and this screencast is to provide you with a sense of the layout of the course as well as how to navigate the modules each week. First, of course, on the left is the main menu. The home opens right to our modules. The syllabus provides you with a direct link to the syllabus. The people group allows you to communicate with other members of the course and is where you will sign up for a group for the collaborative projects. Assignments will lay out the different assignments that we take on each module throughout the semester. And grades, of course, will be where you can locate your grades and any feedback that I will provide you. I will almost always give some sort of feedback to the submissions that you complete. As always, on the right-hand side is the to-do list for the course. You'll notice you've got a couple of things that are due coming up this week. You have to complete your Module 1 flip post, you have to join a group, and you have a little poem to write and post on a Padlet that's located in the Prezi. Long-range projects, the out of comfort zone and the cultural autobiography are identified here. You will be reminded throughout the semester. The modules are laid out in a linear fashion. You'll want to start with the welcome module. There are also course projects. The course projects for this semester are the out of comfort zone and the cultural autobiography. This is where you can find the assignment guides as well as the assignment guide videos, and this is where you will submit both of these major projects. Above that is the welcome module where you're supposed to start. That's where you found this screencast. By reading my course overview, there's also a link to the course syllabus located in the welcome module. The rest of the course is laid out again in 3 parts. For the first 5 weeks, we're in part 1, starting the conversation. Following that will be a collection of weeks we'll call part 2, engaging the conversation. And the last few weeks will be part 3, continuing the conversation. At the top of every part in this semester, you will want to take a look at the overview for that section. And it will provide you with a brief look at what you will do in each one of the modules for that part. Here, this week, were introductions and biographies. And so this is the module where we introduce ourselves to each other, we tinker around in the course, and we start asking some specific questions about who are you and what actually is multicultural education and why might it be important in the 21st century. The modules are designed to be linear, and so you will always want to click next to move on to the next item in the module. So here we are in Module 1, and this is the Module 1 overview. Please make sure you consider the information that's located in the overview. It helps you by providing the learning objectives for that week. It also will give you a module checklist to follow, can use to keep you on task for that week. If you click next, it will take you to the next part of the module. This is the course Prezi. There will always be a course Prezi. You will want to open the Prezi and then follow the path that I've laid out. You'll see part 1 starting the conversation. If you use the keys at the bottom or you use the arrow key on your keyboard, you'll be able to advance through the presentation. And I'll have a screencast of this set up in the Prezi itself. But it will take you through each part into all of my different videos that explain the different aspects of the class. So you will want to make sure you work your way through and take in. Each of these videos are about 3 minutes. Here, I skip over these because these are a part of the project assignment guides and videos. So you may have already watched them, but if you want to watch them, all you have to do is click on the video itself. Prezi also allows you to zoom in and out at your leisure, so you can move around and take a look at things if you want, or quickly zip on through. The Prezi for this week also has an assignment in it, an I am from poem. So I ask you to watch this video of the poem performed by the author, and then I ask you to read the poem, and then I ask you, where are you from? And I provide you with a template to follow. So you are to write your own poem. Engage in some poetry this week. And write one if you want. There's a more specific template here to follow. And then if you click on this link to the Padlet, it will take you here to the Padlet where you will double click anywhere, write your name, and then provide us with the poem that you have just written. And then you'll post that here for all of us to see and engage, which will give us a little more background on who you are. Back to the Prezi. If you finish it all the way through to the end, it always takes you back to the start. Again, make sure you always complete the Prezi for each module this semester. We can then, after doing the Prezi, move on to the rest of the module. There will always be some reading in the module. Here, there's no textbook reading, but do make sure you buy Rethinking Multicultural Education, the second edition, by Wayne Au. You do have 2 articles to read here at the beginning of the semester. You will use these for your first flip post. So make sure you read through these. They are pertinent and relative to our conversation this semester. Here are your flip post directions. So after the readings will always be the directions for how to complete the Flipgrid posts. This week you have an introduction post to complete, and you have a first discussion post to complete. I provide you with some specific questions to answer and the links to those flip posts. So if you go, it'll ask you to log in and provide you with a link here to add your response. Click add your response, record your response, and then post. You'll want to do this for both of them. There are 2, CRT and the MCE, Critical Race Theory and Multicultural Education. After you read the materials, I ask you to think about multicultural education here at the start and take a stab at defining what you think it might be and what you think it might not be. It's a good way to start that conversation. And again, this entire semester is a conversation. Following your flip post, you will generally have a collaborative assignment for the week that you're to do with your group members. However, you have to join a group first. So make sure you visit the People tab, which is over here on the left. Go to the Collaborative Group tab and enroll in one of those groups that best matches your career choice. Then I suggest you make contact. Maybe start a Google document or start a text me or a group me or whatever you kids have these days on your phones. You're going to work together many times this semester, so it's good to get started now. We click next, and we're back here to the checklist. So I put the checklist at the beginning and the end of every module. Make sure you've downloaded and read the syllabus. Make sure you follow the Prezi path, and you've completed that Padlet post. Make sure you complete the readings and the flip posts. And lastly, join a group under People Exchange contact information. Generally, you won't be able to click much past this. The last thing you'll end up with is this, the UCBA Academic and Technical Resources, but that's the end of the module. So if we go back home, we have just worked our way through all of these right here. You can't rely on always having the schedule or what's due. Don't just follow the to-do list. Make sure you go through every aspect of each module. The modules generally will open by 11 o'clock on Sunday night, and at times I might open multiple modules for you to work through, but you will have to do them in order. You'll notice there'll be prerequisites for you. So you won't be able to work too far ahead because the idea is that we are in conversation with our peers together. So that is the course layout. I'm going to go ahead and close these up, make the accordions go away. One last document will be located in the welcome module. It is the major assignments and weekly schedule that I will provide you with. It's a suggestion for how to work through each module each week, what you should have done throughout the week by certain days and certain times. At the end of every week, everything is due by Sunday night, but in order to work with your peers, you're going to want to make sure you're following some sense of a schedule and making sure you're completing weekly assignments by Wednesdays and then Thursdays and Saturdays, and then coming back around on Sunday. So make sure you take a look at that document as well. And note, you have assignments that are due. Joining a group, you should have that done by Wednesday. Your first flips should be done by Wednesday as well. The Padlet can wait until Sunday. We want to privilege the assignments where we're working with our peers. Students, if you have any questions, please reach out to me through the Google number that I provide on the syllabus or email me at udcbrewer@gmail.com. Give me at least 48 hours to give you a good response, but I do hope you feel comfortable reaching out and asking any questions that you have so that we can make sure to give you the best experience possible online. Everybody have a great first week, and I look forward to seeing you on the Flip Posts, the Padlet, and throughout the rest of the semester. Thank you so much.